For this recipe of chicken tostadas, you can use the chicken of your choice. I had 2 chicken breasts that I had to use, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use that for our tostadas. Now, we're gonna need about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of chicken, 1 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, or you can use some ripe Roma tomatoes for this, 1/4 of an onion minced really fine, 2 garlic cloves minced, 2 teaspoons of Knorr's chicken bouillon, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin. Now I use 2 tablespoons of California chili powder. That adds a good color and a good flavor. Doesn't necessarily bring in the heat. Now I did add 1 tablespoon of New Mexico chili powder, and that actually brings the spice. For our toppings of our tostadas, we're gonna be just using shredded lettuce, some lime, some Mexican sour cream with a little bit of salt, and some queso fresco. And my favorite, a nice, flavorful, spicy salsa, which this salsa you can actually see being made in my shredded beef tacos video. In a pan or skillet, go ahead and add in your tomatoes, your onion, garlic, and some lime juice. Now we're gonna bring that up to temperature because we wanna get the tomatoes a little warm. That way we can be able to smash the tomatoes once they get hot. Once the tomatoes are up to temperature, go ahead and start adding in the remainder of our ingredients. Now, if you feel it needs a little bit of moisture, which I actually did feel it needed some moisture, I went ahead and added in 1/4 cup of white wine to this recipe. Now, if you don't have white wine, you can also add white vinegar or even apple cider vinegar, just something to make those flavors pop. Now we're gonna go ahead and cook this for just a couple of minutes just so we can blend all those flavors together. Once you have those flavors all blended nice together in that sauce, go ahead and add in our chicken, and we're gonna cover this and we're gonna let this braise over medium-low heat for about 30 to 35 minutes. That's all it really needs. What I ended up doing is after about halfway of the cook, I went ahead and flipped the chicken. But that is all that chicken needed to be able to get nice and tender, easily shred apart. So go ahead and remove it out of the sauce. You can go ahead and turn off the pan at this moment, and then just shred up your chicken, add it right back into the sauce, and we are good to go. Now right now would be a perfect time for you to check if it needs more seasoning. Season salt to taste. If you feel it needs more salt, go ahead and add it. Then we're just gonna get our tostada shell, which I like buying the pre-made shells. It's so much easier for me, to be honest. We're gonna add in a little bit of beans, and then we're gonna top it with some of that delicious chicken. So make sure you add a good portion of chicken onto your tostada. We don't wanna be skimpy around here. We don't have our fat pants on for no reason. Then I like to top it with just some avocados, sliced avocados, and then, you know, the rest of our ingredients that I had told you in the initial beginning. Very delicious tacos, super easy to make, but you know what? It makes a fantastic dinner. And you gotta try this recipe out. I sure do love Mexican food. This thing looks amazing. I tasted some of that chicken. It's phenomenal. Cheers, y'all. These tostadas have some really, really good flavor. Just like an explosion in your mouth. You gotta try this. I'm gonna cut this one short. I gotta get my fat pants on. But if you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you can see future videos just like this. As always, I'll leave a link in the video description and in the comment section so that way you can go to my website, cookingwithkirby.com, to get the full printable recipe. I have these recipes. They're really good. You should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.